But the next question is to describe your motivation to become an entrepreneur. I don't know if there's one of you who really wants to address that one.
I can start. I think it was due to competition. Like I've always liked competing, and then as soon as you are in a big company, if you want to compete a lot and if you want to do good, then at some point you'll reach the top, or you reach someone who tells you that this ain't gonna happen, or like take it easy. A bit. So I think entrepreneurship, I kind of disagree with the sense that entrepreneurship is for everybody. I don't think it's for everybody. I think for the ones that really like to work 80 hours a week and like the fast lane, it's for them. So for my sake, it was the competition part. It was basically that I could do whatever I wanted without having to justify anything to others. But also if I did well, that was my own success. So basically, autonomy, I think.
Autonomy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sir. Oh.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. My dad was an entrepreneur, so I think it lies in the family. We always talked about creating this company called Father and Son, APS. That didn't happen, luckily. But it's something I've always wanted. I like corporate companies. I've been working for several corporate companies. I like that. But it doesn't really give me that thrill in the morning when I wake up. I like the idea of changing whole industries, of being part of changing something existing to disrupt an industry into something else. So that's what we did with Issue in a small way. It's what we hope we can do with Conferize. So the opportunity to change something from 1 to 0, as Peter Thiel also describes in his book. So
yeah, I think for me at least it's taking on the role as being a creator in contrast to being a consumer, and really living in a society where you help build that society in contrast to living in a society that somebody else built is very appealing to me as an entrepreneur. And then I agree with you guys that seeing something that you had as an idea and a thought and seeing it grow and materialize itself and at some point really create an impact is also extremely appealing. So I think also the lifestyle really, you talked about speed, and I agree with you that it is as most of the entrepreneurs in here probably know, that speed is of essence when building companies, and at least my patience, I really thrive well in the necessity to move fast, which is usually harder in big corporates. So
I'll give a little sidekick to that.
Okay.
I think one of the things that Jens mentioned is the autonomy, that you get to be your own guide as to what you want to do. I think I've started several companies, and I think when they get to around 100 people, I lose the autonomy, and then I, normally try to exit, or at least exit myself from those companies, and then restart. So I think that goes into the way of being like a serial entrepreneur, that you really like the autonomy, and you like the feeling of, starting anew. So that's what drives me, at least for my businesses.